misunderstood.
Hey, cat loving world. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. First of all, yes, I'm not in the jail cell. I'm in one of those kind of funky hotel rooms. We're filming season 3 right now in New York City, and a couple of cases that we're working on, and they're incredibly interesting. Of course, I can't tell you anything about them. So there's that. Now, let's talk about something that I'm getting a lot of questions about these days. And because of the volume, which, by the way, thank you so much for everything that's coming in, I just want to be able to answer some questions sometimes. This one's kind of easy. And you're going to see that the book is coming out. Cat Daddy's coming out on May 10th, and that is just a few days away. So if you read the book, you're going to get a lot of my story and how I became a cat behavior person and going from house to house and working on that kind of thing. And the question has been to me, how did you do it and how can I do it? And I think there's a misconception that you have to be a veterinary behaviorist in order to do this work. And I'm proof positive. You don't have to be. It's one way of going about it. But one of the things that I touch on in the book is that I held myself back for a lot of years because I suffered from what I called letter paralysis. I didn't have a PhD after my name or a DVM or any of that, and I felt unworthy of going out in the world and working with cats. Now, of course, you have to be responsible. You have to know your business. You have to do research. You have to talk to vets. You have to learn the science of behavior. But I want for everyone to know that you're important to this world as well. This is not an exclusive business. The way I learned was I worked in a shelter, and I dealt with a lot of animals every single day. And the problems that we started to see over and over and over again were the same problems. And we had a lot of pressure on us. Fix this problem quickly. And so we had to learn. I had to learn how to do it. And I talked to some of the people in the field. I read a lot of books and worked with a lot of cats. And that's what I want to tell you. If you feel like this is something that you want to do, that you have this to offer, then, and people are asking me, how do I start doing this? Well, go volunteer. Go spend a hell of a lot of time in a high-density animal environment. And you will learn quickly what turns cats on, what makes them move in the right direction, what makes them make choices based on courage instead of fear. You know, I talk a lot about the challenge line and taking cats to a place of challenge. In a shelter environment, they're already challenged. And you have to provide something where you're sort of in an empathic way saying, I'm telling you that life on the other side of this line is a better choice than what you're choosing now. Because the subtext to that is, if they keep choosing that, they're not going anywhere, they're not going to get adopted. So that's really important for you to spend a lot of time with them. What kind of play gets the motor going in different cats? What does it look like before they're active or overstimulated or fearful? These are things that when you deal with thousands of cats, you're going to get to know. So that's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. And then you read, you bounce information off of other people, you keep yourself completely grounded and humble, and make sure that you know that as long as you're dealing with animals or people or whatever, if your heart's beating and you're dealing with analyzing these things, there's always X factors. You can't make huge generalizations. So you're always learning. And then you start going into the practical experience. Anyone can do this if you have dedication to it. You have what you consider to be sort of an empathic nature with animals, and you're kind of focused at tasks at hand. It's not, like I said, it's not an exclusive club. You can also go to school for it. You can also become a veterinary behaviorist. It's a wide open field. I mean, there's only, I think, 37 veterinary behaviorists in all of the U.S. It's something that is desperately needed. So you can do that as well. Nothing should be holding you back. Come and do what we do and help save cats or dogs or horses or pigs or whatever it is that you feel connected with and that you can devote your time and life to. And that's all I want to tell you today. So if the question is, how do I do what you do? Hopefully that's a start for you. And it's a bunch of years before you feel the confidence to really go out there and offer advice. Remember, if you do what I do, you're not a vet. You don't offer medical advice, but you sure do pick up a lot of information and find the vets that you trust to work with you. And that's it, guys. So signing off. You guys have an amazingly blessed weekend. It's springtime, and all the light to you. And we'll see you soon. Check out the book tour. We start in not even 2 weeks. We're going to New York. We're going to LA. We're going to Phoenix, Portland, San Francisco, Boulder, Denver. That'll be a whole lot of fun. So hopefully I'll see you on the road.
I'm not a bad cat. You're a bad cat. I'm just misunderstood.